Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this last lecture, we have seen the universal adder and universal subtractor. So there is one of the demerit is that the second logic that need to wait for the as long as the first adder's output is get generated, because that carry only taken into look and that is added. So here we are going to make that disadvantage into we are going to nullify that disadvantage with the help of carry lookahead adder. So let's see how we can do that. So for this case, we need to find out the case where are the carry can be generated. So here I will be taking one example A, B. So if input is 0, so both the input is 0. So even if carry is 0 or 1, there won't be any carry, because this addition is 0, carry will be 0. This addition is 0 and carry will be 0. So the thing is that in both the case, carry is not there. So here the condition is no carry. So we need to worry only about carry, because the system need to wait only for the carry that need to be present. For an example, if A0 A1 addition need to be A0 B0 addition need to complete, then the C1, the second circuit, need to wait for the C1 to come. So we need to worry only about the carry. For let me show in this example. So here if you see, not this one, so if you see this circuit need to wait for the C1 to be generated, then only this logic can execute. So that's why we are facing a sequential delay in all the thing. So it need to wait for this one, so that need to wait for the C2 generate, so this need to wait for C3 to be generated. So in order to reduce that, we are going to this circuit. So here you see in this condition there is no carry. So take a second case where the output is 0 1 or 1 0. So what are maybe the cases if the Cin is 0 and Cin is 1. So if it is the case, then here this is 1, the output is the carry is 0. Here the output is 0 and the carry is 1. So here if you see what the carry comes in, that is got generated here. So this thing can be called as propagate carry. So what are the carry that is coming to this circuit will be propagated that as carry. So we call this as a propagate carry. So the PI here, which is can be termed as, so this is XOR logic 1010, then output the carry will be present based on this. So we are making this with XOR. So AI XOR of BI. So this is one thing. So I will let you know why we are choosing this one. So this is to choose whether whenever there is a difference in output, so 10 or 01, it's need to be flagged. This function output need to be 1. So that's why we are mentioning like this. So in the last case 1 1 1 1, right? So here the carry is 0 and carry is 1 1. So input carry is 1 and 0 is coming. So in this case, which is 0 and 1, in this case also it is 1 and 1. So if both the input are 1, then whatever may be the input carry, there will be an output carry. So here this is generate carry. So here whatever may be the input carry is the thing, we need to generate a carry. So that thing here there is naming as carry, generate carry, GI, which is equal to AIBI. Okay. So let's please mark a note of PI and GI. So we are going to generate the carry output. So the C out, which will be depends on GI plus PI into Cin. So why we are multiplying the Cin is that if the Cin is 0, output is 0. If the Cin is 1, then only output is 1. So for that we have to make it. But GI is simply made because whatever may be the thing, there is the output is 1. So if it is 1 1, then there will be a carry. So for that we have mentioned. So this box is very important. So we are going to design a carry lookahead circuit only with the help of this one. So let us now expand this one. So the C out can be written as Ci plus 1 because this is a carry of the next thing. So which can be written as Gi plus Pi Ci, right? So Gi, we know Gi equation that is Ai Bi plus Pi will be written as Ai XOR of Bi with the product of Ci. Okay, so this is what the circuit that we are going to take into consideration. So now let's take a 2-bit carry lookahead adder. So let's take a 2-bit. So if it is a 2-bit, we need to find out C1 and C2. So C1, which will be equal to G0 plus P0 plus C0, P0 C0. So G0 will be A0 B0 plus A0 XOR B0 into C0. Okay. So C2, which will be equal to G1 plus P1 C1, which is equal to, so which the C1 C2. So this can be written. Now this is C1. Will be depend on this one. So we need to put here. So this is equal to G1 plus P1 G0 plus P0 C0. Okay, so this can be expanded to G1 plus P1 G0 plus P1 P0 C0. Okay, so this is the second thing. So this is the first carries input output. So this is the second one carries. So we are going to design a circuit for this one. So let me do a design. So let me take a black box as we guys are doing from the starting. So let me design the thing. So let me take it as a big. So because we are going to design a 2-bit thing, right? So 2-bit can be generally mentioned like this. So this is the carry lookahead adder. This is carry generator circuit. Okay. So here we know that C1 which will be equal to G0 plus P0 C0. Then C2 which is equal to G1 plus P1 G0 plus P1 P0 G0. Sorry, C0. Okay. So these two things we are going to make because this is for 2-bit. So the C0 input will be readily available. So that is always available. Okay. So here let's first draw the internal structure. So if we take this, so G0 which will be directly available. So this is G0. So G0 will be available to the OR gate. So G0 will be directly available to OR gate. So here OR gate output is the AND input of two things, which is C0 and P0. This C0 can be directly connected here. So here we can connect this output. So if we take this outside directly, so let me draw it straightly. So if we take this directly, then this one can be called as C1. So this one is called as C1, right? So this is C1. So this is carry generate circuit. So let's generate this carry 2. So here let us know G1 is readily available. Then P1 and G0 which is taken into AND multiplication. Okay, which is available to OR gate. So this is also available to OR gate. Then P1, P0, C0 all are readily available. So we are multiplying this with the 3 input AND gate and we are giving to 3 input OR gate. So if we do this, then C2 is readily available. So in this circuit we are just generating a carry, but that is not needed, right? So we need S0 and S1. So these two things needed because carry is generated, but we need S0 means S1 here, S0 here, and also S2 because these things are needed here. Not S2 because we have multiplying only, we are adding only 2 bits. So S0 and S1 that is only needed here. So we need a S0, right? So S1 is S0 is nothing but the simple normal operation that how we are doing in the things. So if we go back and see here, the S can be derived as Si which will be directly equal to Ai XOR Bi XOR Ci. So this we know that is P. So this can be written as Pi XOR Ci. So let us now implement this here. So we now have P0. P0 that is readily available here. So let's take that here and let's take it to XOR operation of this. So here let me write S0 which is equal to, so we can clearly see S0 which is equal to P0 XOR of C0. S1 which is equal to P1 XOR of C1, right? So in order to get to the S0, so let me draw the thing, let me draw the graph here. Let me draw the circuit that in order to get S0, we need to just XOR S0 plus, so we need to XOR P0 plus C0. So let me do a XOR operation. So this is S0. So here we are taken C0 and P0. P0 is not generated from this circuit. So I am just removing this mark. So this is P0. So when we need to generate the S0, we need to take C1 as well as P1. So let me take from here. So this is S1, this is P1, right? So if you see, we are able to generate the carry as well as S1. So now let's draw a circuit to also get G0, P0, everything. So C0 is directly available, so that is not an issue. So G0, which is nothing but a product of A0 and B0. So this can be directly do with the AND gate. So A0, B0, which we will be using an AND gate, and that will be given as input here. So that is G0. Okay, so this is G0. So in order to generate P0, we know that is an XOR operation of A0 XOR B0, right? So let's take both the thing and let's XOR it. Okay, so if we XOR it, then this input is P0, right? So now generate, let's see how we can generate G1 and P1. So which is also the same thing. So let's take A1, B1, let's XOR, let's AND both the thing, and that is G1, right? So let's take both the thing and XOR it, and this is P1. Okay, so now we can clearly see this one, this entire representation is carry lookahead adder. So this is the carry lookahead adder. So why we are saying this as a carry lookahead adder is that the output can be sequentially gettable. So we don't need to wait for C1, C2, everything is to come. If you see, each thing is independent. So each thing is independently contributing here. So that is why we are mentioning here. Okay. So I hope you guys are able to understand this, right? So here some criteria that we need to look into. So what are the, how the delays will be affecting here. So let's take this, the delay of here. Let me use a red pen here. So delay of this logic to generate G1 and P1. Let's take a delay of Tg. So this is 1 Tg. So here there is 2 level gates are available. So this total delay I am considered as 2 Tg. Okay. So this delay it will consider 1 Tg. So what the total delay will be 1 plus 3 1 plus 2 plus 1. So total can be 4 Tg of delay. Right. So this is the total delay. This is what the total delay to generate. This is not only for 2 bit. Even if it is an n bit, the total delay will be just 4 Tg. So I'm going to here say another one thing. Number of OR gates required. So number of OR gates required and number of AND gate required to build this logic, which is equal to. So here number of OR gate which is required is just 1 and 2. So only 2 OR gate required. So which is same like n. So n is equal to 2, right? So n number of bit, that is. So number of AND gate required is n plus 1 divided by 2. So this count of AND gate is required. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 AND gate is required. So if it is the thing, then we can clearly see that even these the normal things like here if you see how many AND gate that is required is 1, 2, 3. So if you see this is a 2 bit. So 2 into 3 divided by 2. So it's saying 3 gate. Okay, this is generally for this one. So this internal carry lookahead circuit. So this is for this box alone. We are not including this one. So this is only for this box. Okay. So here if you see the number of AND and OR gate required for the generator carry circuit only we are seeing. Okay. So that is for OR gate n is equal to 2 and AND gate is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So this is also very important formula. So please make a note of it. So we have dealt with what is meant by carry lookahead circuit and how the delay will be affecting all the things. I hope you guys are able to understand. So how we have removed the disadvantage of the ripple carry adder and how we are able to generate the carry things. So from here I am closing the all the basic combination circuit and everything. So next class we will be seeing about comparators. So what is meant by a comparator, and 1 bit and 2 bit comparator will be see, and then we will be starting with the decoder, encoder, multiplexer, demultiplexer, everything we will be seeing sequentially. So I hope you guys are able to see the advantage of a carry lookahead adder, and we have eliminated the total delay. In previous case we have seen the delay, how much delay we have got, that is n minus 1 Tc plus max of Ts plus Tc. But here we can simply get into 4 Tg. So delay is tremendously reduced here. So that is what the logic that I am trying to imply here. So I hope you guys are able to understand the logic here. Okay, stay tuned guys, like, share and subscribe channel if you got the idea here.